What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. I appreciate all of you that were hanging out waiting for the stream to start. Wasn't sure if I was going to go live. Decided kind of last minute to have a little chat with you guys before we get into the weekend. For those of you watching the replay, make sure to hit the thumbs up, subscribe, turn on all notifications, and enable YouTube notifications so you get alerted when we do this and you can take part in the chat with us. So we need to start it the way we always start it. So I am wearing a fragrance that I literally just got in today. This is from Paradis Descends. This is called Eden. And I haven't even looked at the notes on this one. This was sent to me by the good folks at Fragripedia House. Just put out a shorts video of the spraying routine. So we'll look at the notes here in just a second, but I can tell you right now, citrus and white florals jump out at me immediately with a little soft powdery vanilla in the background. But there's this creamy, kind of luxurious floral type of feel to it. Very unisex, has a very bright freshness to it as well. It's a very fresh floral, almost watery like in some ways, not metallic. Like, I don't think it's a violet leaf kind of thing, but maybe like a lily of the valley type of airy white floral freshness. I wouldn't be surprised that that's in here. But yeah, this is pretty damn good. Very unisex for sure. Spending a little bit of time. Let's see what everybody else is wearing. Kevin's in the house. Good to see you, Kevin. Control, good to see you. What up from Colombia? Good to see you. Chris, EQ's in the house. What's going on, big dog? Aqua de Joe for Kellen today. Vintage Avon Mesmerize, Tim 4. Artisan Timbuktu. Gosh, is a good vetiver and mango. I've heard good things. I want to say I've heard Justin talk about that one in the past. Sin of the day, W. All right. Good evening. Great content this week. Enjoyed it. Vanille Fatale from Tom Ford. Well, I appreciate that. Thank you for being here, David. It's the difference between feminine and masculine. Smells girly and smells manly, I think would be the easiest way to put that for you. When you smell something, it'll immediately, you've been programmed your whole life to know what kind of comes across as more feminine, for something that smells more for women and something that smells more for men. And when you smell it, you'll know. You'll absolutely know. Typically more floral dominant stuff, certain fruits have a feminine leaning tone to them. Wearing Florist number 89. Happy Friday. Good to see you, Tanner. Coco Loco arrived yesterday, and wow, thanks for the recommendation. It's a banger. I agree, Kenneth. Good to see you. Kenneth Cole Reaction, one of the best watermelon fragrances, that's for sure. Hello from Spokane. Is that how you say that? Have you ever tried Patek Maison Devotion? I have not. Wearing Evening Mystique and loving it. That's the kind of updates I want to see, Kentrell. That's what I'm talking about. I'm glad you're enjoying it, man. Thank you for letting me know. And thank you for the support. Rockin' Citrine. Got it in today. Had a little FOMO on that one. Yeah, it's literally going to be sold out this weekend. Just like Coco Loco. It's going to be sold out this weekend. Happy Friday, everyone. Scent of the day, Coco Loco. This stuff is awesome. Close to the skin, then start heating up, and it pushes. Love it. Back workout tonight. I did back earlier. Funny that you say that. Good to see you, Jonathan. What's going on, big dog? Scent of the day is Prada Rosa Carbon. Packing up to go to the lake cabin for the weekend. Going to do some fishing again, huh? Hope you have a great weekend, man. Randy wearing Coco Loco today, and wow, I think it's my favorite Zaharoff. I think that's the case for a lot of people at this point. I wore it yesterday. It's not going anywhere on the rotation table. It's going to sit there. The ones that never leave the rotation table from the house is Business Over Pleasure. All three of the new Zeds are in their boxes on the table, but as far as bottles that are out their boxes, Business Over Pleasure, Rosé, Tabac, Citrine, and then now Coco Loco is going to sit there with them as well. Because that's the ones that I always go back to the most over Royale Noir, Signature Pour Homme, and Leather Tabac, Royale X, Triple X. Like, those are much more situational, whereas these I just gravitate to the most. So Coco Loco is going to stay right there next to them. So totally get where you're coming from, man. Glad you're enjoying it. Pure White from Banana Republic. YO Fresh. Hope all is good. I can't complain, Adrian. Thank you for asking. Love Kenneth Cole Reaction, but I think blue is better. I like both. For, pretty much the same uses, really. Gym, fresh out the shower, just a quick refresher to run errands. I like them for the same situations, and they're vastly different. But I like both of them. Has Imperium jumped from a 7.5 to an 8? I've wore it the last 2 nights. I don't think so. It's still sitting in that 7.5 range. I'll do a review at the beginning of the week. I've wore it the last 2 nights. I like it, though. I do like it. I would say it's probably more of a daily wear than Trillium. I will say that. Trillium's much more of a gym fragrance and out the shower type of thing, whereas I would pick Imperium during the day because it's a little bit richer and it lasts longer. Le Bola Parfum, you're winning right now. That's exactly what that means. Cheers, dude. Santal Volcanique by Maison Crevelli. What a good house. Oolong Cha, one of the best ever. I'm saying it here and now. One of the best ever. Comra layered with Kismet Angel. I'm at work. Just had a guy tell me he wanted to eat me. It must be working. Well, there you go. There you go. Very delicious and spicy all at the same time. Evening, everyone. Antonio, good to see you. Hindu Kush. Absolutely love the smell of this stuff. Salute. Loving the consistency. Found Paco Rabanne Phantom Legion today at Ross, the camo bottle. I'd pick that up too if I come across it. If nothing else, for it being the camo bottle. I love camo. The scent's okay, but it never compelled me to want a bottle. The right deal comes along, I'll probably add it at some point. Watermelon Reaction. What? Yeah, it's a watermelon note. That's like the most dominant note in Kenneth Cole Reaction. That fruity freshness you smell is a synthetic watermelon. That's exactly what it is. No, I have not. Great stuff from the 2000s. No, I never tried it. Good day, Cheapy from French Connection called Fuck. Yes, I know of them. I just haven't tried them. The Night Flanker, the one with all the neon stuff on it. I've had my eye on that one for like, I don't know, 7 or 8 years, and I never buy it. I need to just pull the trigger. I've been putting off getting it forever because it's not that serious, Patrick, good to see you. Bohemian Lime from Goldfield and Banks. Dylan Blue. Vanilla Oud. Got it in from Fragrance Net a few days ago. What a deal. What a great scent. Yeah. That's one of the best I have ever put my nose on. I'm a humongous fan of that fragrance. Ajmal Evoke Gold. Anyone who likes Prada L'Homme should get their nose on this. Kadlaj Shiaka gives me a cooling, powdery feeling. That's kind of another easy way to describe Reflection Man scent profile. Cooling and powdery. That absolutely makes sense. Yeah. Dusting off my bottle of Radical Brown by Armaf to wear to the Padres game this weekend. Well, I hope you enjoy the game, man. Armani Code Sport Athlete 2012. Discontinued gyms coming out the woodworks today, huh? My current signature scent, hands off. What's up, all? Really hot one today in the South, I can imagine. Wearing St. Bart's and Virgin Island water. I mean, I'm sure that smells phenomenal. One's an affordable alternative of the other, and they're both great in their own right. So you smell great. I don't smell you, but I can tell you smell great. That's two of my faves. Two of my faves for the warmer weather, for sure. Blue Noir Eau de Parfum. I still need to get my nose on that one. And yesterday in Dedrick's Live, he kind of sold me on the EDT. I have the EDT Intense, and I have the Parfum. Haven't tried the other ones. So I need to at some point. Got a lunch date tomorrow. Rocking Profumo for that. Going to grab the Parfum since my bottle's almost empty. It makes sense. You are definitely a person that the Parfum makes sense for. Hit that like button. That's what I'm talking about. 24 likes, 67 viewers. Got a small crowd. Small crowd, but that's okay. No enticing topic or anything like that. Just a random, hey, let's chat kind of thing. People might be out doing things. I appreciate those of you that are here. But definitely hit that thumbs up if you don't mind. Vanilla Oud. Got it a few days ago. Fragrance Night. What a deal. Amazing scent. That is a retype. So chat. Cineday Sidrat Essence. That's a good pickup. Sharing is caring, Jonathan. Body Out Oud Sublime. The best Latafa I've picked up this year. Easily. Chemical Reaction is amazing. Rocked it to work the other day and the gym. Fair enough. Montrese, good to see you. 504 Lefty. Bond number 9. I love New York for Father's Day. Okay. So Montrese, I want to let you know that not every flag avatar is RXL. That's not RXL. That's not Rick. I haven't seen Rick yet. Rick's not, and I've been going comment by comment. Rick's not here yet. Went with Louis Vuitton Imagination today because of the live Neve did yesterday reviewing the clone. It's an awesome, clean blue scent profile. Versace Pour Homme, the real king of the office. Bleu de Chanel EDP, can't go wrong there. Happy Friday, wearing Xenia Uomo. I haven't worn that in a long time. Beautiful violet leaf fragrance. Yeah, just sprayed Reaction on my hand. It does have watermelon. It smells really good. I agree with both of those things. Yes, it definitely does have watermelon, and it does smell really good. Just doesn't last worth a shit. That's why people give it a hard time. Coach from Men, Ross, how was your first experience with it? I'm wearing it right now. I was happy to hear you were going to check out the house. So actually, before we go any further, I have Parfumo right here. Let's do a quick screen share and let's talk about it, shall we? Wonder if I just type in Eden it if it'll show up quickly. No, so I got to do more than that. There we go. Came out in 2020. Grapefruit, ivy. That's what that is. Okay, lemon and lime, apple, pink pepper, thyme, vetiver, ambergris, musk, woody notes. I thought it might have been like some lily or something. Because there's this fresh, like flowery type of feel. It's got to be this ivy note. It doesn't lean super feminine, but I mean, if I was, I wouldn't call it masculine either. But I would think it kind of tilts its head towards feminine. But anybody can enjoy this. It's bright, it's fresh. It's like you see apple here, and it's not like a super fruity dominant apple note or anything like that. The lemon lime ivy combo, like all of that top is kind of still going on here. Pink pepper makes sense. Vetiver, ambergris, musk, woody notes, all that makes sense. Musk and woods. There's definitely a lot of musk and woods going on here. It's pretty much what it is. It's a fresh, almost flowery, like light green feel with some citrus, and it's clean musky. Smells of good quality. I like it. I picked through, I was debating on this and Arcadia because I had looked at these notes when I was making a decision. I just didn't remember what the hell the notes were. And I'm liking it. This is definitely a summertime scent because that was what my goal was, to pick out something summery. Because a quick update for you guys. So apartment at the place, well, a couple apartments at the place we want to live came up. So instead of moving in September, we're moving first week of August now. We went ahead and moved forward with that. So I'm moving a month earlier. So I'm moving in like 45 days. So packing is going to be happening. Jesus Christ, the nightmare that is packing 1,000+ fragrances. So I'm taking a day off from the gym Sunday, so I'm going to focus on some of that. So tomorrow is going to be a cardio day. Then I'm going to take a day off Sunday, and then Monday legs, then Tuesday shoulders and traps, Wednesday biceps and tries. So I got to start putting a little bit of a dent in this. So I'm going to put away like the winter fragrances because I'm pretty much done with those until far after I move. So the heavy stuff is going to get packed first. And when I say heavy, I don't mean weight. I mean the way they wear the winter fragrances. So yeah, so quick update for you guys. I'm moving sooner than later now for sure. So let's get back to where I was in the comments. Triumph of Bacchus, is it me or does it smell 90% like red tobacco? So it does smell a little bit like red tobacco, but the biggest difference here is what you're smelling does not have oud, does not have smoky incense. There's no pungence, there's no dark notes. So Triumph of Bacchus doesn't have any of that. Out in the air, sure. Yeah, there's some similarity, but that's a cleaner and fruitier fragrance, whereas red tobacco is a very smoky, dark, and oud heavy fragrance. So put them next to each other. You'll see the similarities and the differences. Eric was going on wearing Percival. Ended up pulling the trigger on Greenlee. Wife is definitely going to take my credit card. Yeah, that's the inevitable. It's coming. It's coming. It's like we were talking about earlier. It's an easy reach type of fragrance. Green apple and woods. It's easy to like. It's when you don't know what else to wear, you just grab that. If you don't want to think about it, you just grab that and it'll work. Good to see you as well. Yep, made it for a change. Good to see you, Joseph. Scent of the Day's Bikini Bottom. That's Kate Alpherson Limited, layered with Club de Nuit Intense Man EDP. Shout out to Dedrick for that name and the combo. Yeah, I saw the thumbnail. I didn't see the video, but I saw the thumbnail. Troy, what's going on? Watching from Barbados. Okay. Damn, all right. Rouse Club Parfum. I haven't worn that one in a little while. That is superior to the original, in my opinion. Good stuff. All genres bops in the house, rocking cocktails and catamarans. That's a monster. Layered Sublime with Coco Loco while watching yesterday's chat with you and Dedrick, and it was damn good. I can imagine the two of those going really well together, for sure. Fakar wore it to the gym. That's pretty stout to wear it to the gym. I just noticed. Yeah, because I've seen you in another live chat where it was a buddy I used to work with named Eric. He's got an American flag as his profile picture. And again, you're like, "What's up, Uncle RXL? What's up, Unc?" And I didn't say anything. I just kind of giggled to myself, like, "It's not Rick." So I figured this time I'd let you know. Like, we have a few that come in the chat that have like Miguel's was a Texas flag, and was it Puerto Rican flag? I don't remember. It was either Puerto Rico or Texas. It was one of the two. And then Eric, it just said E with an American flag. He's in the service, so he's all about his American flags. He was in the chat the other day, so yeah. Yeah, he's got to look for Rick's name. It'll always say RXL when it's Rick. Terre Hermes Parfum. I've heard good things about it. Your opinion on Black Orchid? I have a niche version of it, so I'll never buy it because I hardly ever wear the niche version. The niche version is Amaru Dark Orchid. It's probably the strongest fragrance I own. It's a 1, maybe 2 spray fragrance. It's going to fill it fills a room at 2 sprays. It really does. It's ridiculous. Not a big fan of the scent profile. I do like the creamy orchid, but it's extremely dressy occasion type of fragrance. And there's other fragrances that I prefer for dressy occasions. So it's a scent profile that I don't really gravitate to. So you'll never see me with any of the Tom Fords, the Black Orchid or Black Orchid Parfum. Not really a fan. Nothing wrong with them. I understand why they're popular. Good fragrances, they're just not well suited to my taste. Really nice, clean citrus coconut. There's something else light in there. Maybe a light floral. Yeah, there's some florals. There's heliotrope. There's neroli. There's jasmine. I feel like I'm leaving one thing out, but those 3 for sure. Heliotrope, neroli, and jasmine. Specifically, neroli petals is as it's listed. Thoughts on red tobacco in the summer? Do you believe in seasonal fragrances? I'm extremely seasonal. Welcome to the TLTG Reviews channel, because if there's one thing everybody knows about me, it's I'm extremely seasonal. So you must be new here. That's how I know. But I appreciate you coming hanging out with us. Yes, I would never, ever, 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 how long you want me to do this? Ever, 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 ever wear red tobacco in the summer. You can if you want to. I would never. Not the appropriate situation. That sounds miserable as a wearing experience to me, especially if you live in a warm climate where it's a real summer. That sounds like a miserable wearing experience. I would never do that. More power to you if you want to. I know in the East, they wear heavy ouds and stuff like that in the summer. That's just not my thing. That is definitely not my thing. Hey, Jonathan. Okay. Got the yellow cap from Pittsburgh, so it was perfect. Opening's most realistic pineapple clementine mix. And the pear doesn't dominate, but it starts to rear its head a little bit as it dries, I find, on my skin. It's lovely. I'm a huge fan. It's fitting that you got the yellow cap, though. That would be better with a blue star. No, I'm not a Cowgirls fan. Sorry, man. I'm going to let bottles of Triple X Coca Loco age for a few months before I really wear them. I mean, they don't desperately need maceration or anything like that. But I mean, hey, more power to you. I mean, they will just get stronger with age. It's quality material, so they'll just age like fine wine. So, I mean, bottles of the original Pour Homme that are 20 some odd years old at this point, I've smelled a few times, and it smells like a brand new fragrance. Nothing spoiled about them. When quality raw materials are used, they age right. Especially if it's not super citrus dominant, because citruses are always the first to go. Look up Desert Sultan and Emerald Sapphire. Screw it, why not? Add to stream. Desert Sultan Sapphire. Let's see. What we have here is Pop Perfume by Alzafarn. Oh, yeah, I've never tried anything from this house. Cherry, Iris, Lychee, Jasmine, Lavender, Violet. Ooh, Cedar, Musky Notes, and Vanilla. Woody, Sweet, Oriental, Fresh, and Spicy. That does sound good. Super high rated for the 13 ratings. That does sound good. Similar to, is that Boudicca Blue Sapphire? Oh, okay. All right, then. I need to keep that in mind. Sweet. All right, let's see. Let's check out the Emerald. check out Emerald. Emerald is green, leathery, synthetic, aquatic, and woody. Vanilla iris musk, leather, palm leaf, vetiver, cedar wood. Another one that's highly rated. Love the bottle, by the way. Love the bottle. Palm leaf. So that gives a little bit of a tropical feel with iris and leather and woods. That's an interesting one. Vanilla in the top. Well, shit. Well, damn, Jonathan. I'm glad you brought these to my attention. Looks like I'm buying 2 fragrances after this. I'm going to leave that window there so I don't forget. That seems like 2 that they've really piqued my interest. I think I'd enjoy those. Appreciate that. Pinky's up to you, sir. Yeah, hell yeah. I'm going to get those after. I applied for a job at McDonald's Wednesday. Get that money up, my man. Get that money up. Get you some fragrance money. I hope you get it, Kellen. For those of you that don't know, Kellen's one of our young men in the crowd. He's 16. Well, back work, peace be journey. Have a good one, my man. Happy PDM being pulled from discounters was just a rumor. Glad the Joma sale is back. I mean, I would hope they wouldn't get pulled from discounters. That would be detrimental to them, their popularity. I'll tell you that. Not too many people want to pay retail for PDM because of the whole glorified designer's tag that they get. A green cap, my favorite color, so that was sweet. In your opinion, what clone is closest to Angel Share? It's not so much as what's closest as what's so enjoyable. If you want sweeter, go with Lattafa Camera. It's much sweeter. Lafetti Intoxicate, very similar in the spicy category. I have Soma Parfums, which is a more complex niche take on it. It's a niche fragrance. It smells similar to it, though. I prefer it to Angel Share. But I mean, that's not a cheap fragrance. It's like I said, it's a niche fragrance. It's something, 150, 170, something like that. And then I've heard Fire Your Desire and Kismet Angel are really good. I just haven't tried them. Yeah, Soma Halcyon. There you go. Better. I agree. Jonathan, you echo my sentiments, my man. Glorious Oud Royal Blanc, Anicio's Musk Therapy clone. Okay. Do a video of you packing. I'm going to do a video of, so I had promised this months ago that when I move, because I'm doing shelving up on the walls and I'm getting rid of the boxes this time because I'm pretty confident we're not going to be moving states again. So I'm not too worried about having the boxes for all these fragrances anymore. So that's going to be, I'm going to do the collection video. It's going to be heavily edited, though, so it's not ridiculously long. There's going to be a lot of footage, but it's going to have to get cut down. But I'm going to do a collection video. I did promise months ago that when I moved, I was going to do it. So it's when I'm unpacking and putting everything up. After I put the shelves up, when I go to putting stuff on the shelves, I'm going to film, and I'll put that video out. So I would say end of the first week of August, expect to see that video. Packing's a nightmare. I'm not doing that, but the unpacking part, I'll film that and do that with you guys. Finally got Hawass. Applied 1 spray on my arm last night. Lasted through my shower this morning, bro. Exactly, but I'm lying, bro. It's weak. Stop telling people it's strong, bro. You're lying, bro. Bro. I get tired of hearing bro. Those of you that remember my pet peeve comment when we did the launch video for Zed Creators, I feel like people say it on purpose. Because I don't like when strangers call me brother and bro. Bro, not so much, but brother, come on, that's a term of endearment. Random profile on the internet. Come on now. So, but bro doesn't bother me that much. It's brother that it's like, don't know you. Yeah. I finally got a chance to smell Oud for Greatness. What a fragrance. Too bad it's $450. Yeah, that's where a lot of the clones come in. My favorite version is Afnan Supremacy and Oud. It's a good one. It's a really good one. Very saffron heavy. It's not like 1-to-1. And that's why I keep my boxes. Yeah. And look, I typically do. Like I started keeping the boxes years ago. Now, look, it makes, when you pack them, you can put less in a box. Because obviously the box full of fragrances is so heavy, you can't do giant boxes. It makes for less space having these boxes. But at the same time, you don't have to use as much. Bubble wraps, there's a trade-off there. But it makes for more boxes to pack full of fragrances. It's gonna be ridiculous because since I moved here almost 3 years ago, I've added hundreds of fragrances, hundreds. I've added a massive collection since I got here. Lord be with me. Help me have patience for this. I know it may sound like a hater, but seriously, how am I supposed to judge Hawas's longevity if I get nose blind quick and no one comments on me smelling it? So it doesn't sound like a hater. It sounds like somebody that's only concerned with somebody telling you if you smell nice or not. If you go nose blind to it and you can't enjoy it, don't wear it if you're not getting to enjoy it, you know. But it comes down to, if your main concern is the potential for others giving you a compliment, then I guess it becomes irrelevant how much you can smell it. So you got to figure out which is more important to you, and then that would make the determination on if you're going to wear it or not, you know. But that's the kind of stuff happens. One thing I can advise you to do to help with your nose wearing out so quickly is don't spray anywhere up here. Get it out from in front of you. Let it trail you. Sides, behind the ears and back. Spray back there. That way, when you make certain movements, it'll hit you. You'll get a whiff of the sillage, but don't let it just be in your face the whole time, because the anosmia is inevitable. It's going to happen. Oh God, yes. I got fragrances just piled on the floor over here because I ran out of shelving space a long time ago. It's a nightmare. It's an absolute nightmare over here in this corner. Like, this whole corner is fragrances. And then I'm going to be getting rid of a lot of these clones that I don't reach for. I got a ton of them that I've accumulated over the years. That's going to be one of the spins for this month, I think. Less the pack. It's going to be a big mystery box full of fragrances for the designer tier, for the $9.99 tier. I'm gonna do a third spin, and it's going to be a massive box. I'm not going to tell anybody what's in there. It's going to be a variety of things, and it's going to be a shitload of fragrances. And I'll probably do another one in July, because I'll be able to do it more than once, and I'll do another spin in July for the members, and I will. Because I mean, I got to cut some of this back. I don't reach for them. I always have stuff. They're just kind of sitting there, haven't taken up space, and it's more to pack. And it'll be better to rehome them to somebody that can get some use out of them, you know. Tom Ford Noir Extreme, Florida, right? Not Texas. That's correct. Back to Plan A. Plan A was Florida. Plan B is always Texas. In the event we don't like Florida, we'll go to Texas, but I highly doubt that's the case. So. Replace my empty Ultramel at 9 p.m. Pleasantly surprised, going strong at 6 hours. Hype seems real. It is legit. That is one of the rare occasions, super rare, that I would say get the clone over the original. It's smoother. It just is. Ultramel is great. I have 75 ml. I just don't reach for it now. And look, I really don't reach for 9 p.m. that much, because I don't like super sweet all the time. I got to be in the mood. But 9 p.m. is phenomenal. Afnan did a great job. Cousin's getting married next week. Don't know what fragrance to get for that. Ooh, you want to buy something, or you're not sure what to wear out of your collection? Because if you give me a couple options of ones you're debating on, I'll tell you what I would do with the set amount of fragrances. Signature Pour Homme. Excellent. Just looked around the room and I got anxiety thinking about having to pack all these bottles. It's not even that many. I'm a noob. Scoob. Because it's just so much. I don't want to pan the camera over there to show you guys, but it's a lot. It's absurd. It's ridiculous, and it's ever growing. And I'm going to have to cut back some of it just for my own, just to help myself out. I have not tried any of those. Is there a fragrance that got you to appreciate a certain note that you've previously struggled with? I would think, let me think, what vetiver fragrance kind of did it for me? Because I always had a few vetiver fragrances I enjoyed, though, but there was a lot that I couldn't enjoy, like Terre d'Hermès fragrances and stuff like that. I mean, Prada L'Homme's what made me get into Iris, want to explore more beyond just the designer level. So I guess I could go with that with Prada L'Homme. It made me appreciate it and want to know more, and it's my favorite note in fragrances now is Iris. Authentic, earthy Iris, or buttery Orris, waxy, mega powdery lipstick, designer fantasy Iris. I like all of it. Smells like boiled carrot type. I like all. forms of iris that I've come across. Ones that are earthy, kind of have that violety smell to them. Dirty iris has that root type of smell. All the different ways that it can come across in an accord, I enjoy. I would say I would have to go with that. Moving to Florida. Wish I could find a perfume like Mancera French Riviera, but less powdery. It's actually not all that powdery when you compare it to like a ton of other fragrances that I have. It's a little bit, it's more creamy than it is powdery, honestly. Could be a skin reaction kind of thing where it gets really powdery on you. Artisan Pure, excellent. Yeah, I've been doing a little fishing, planning on wearing Coco Loco tomorrow. Just ordered backup bottles of citrine and Coco Loco. I don't blame you. Speaking of, for the Hall of Fame tier and above, package got shipped today for the summer double pack of Zaharoff Signature Coco Loco and Signature Citrine with the 2 ml sample pack. So it's heading my way. So it was Puerto Rico's flag. Okay, 10-4. I did see that earlier. Oh, every bit of 10 hours. It's not pumping the whole 10 hours. Like I get about 2 hours of really good projection. Like it's pretty strong on my skin for about 2 hours. And then a pretty decent sillage. I get nice little whiffs of it the remainder. 9-10 hours. Something like that. Yeah. Lasts a long time on me. And then honestly, if I get my body heat rolling, it'll come back alive. It kind of acts like rosé does on my skin. Only way us addicts know how to do fragrances is seasonal. That's what I'm saying. So guys, I got to skip ahead a bit because I'm just so freaking far behind. Eric said, tell Zaharoff, good job on the service. Ordered Coco Loco yesterday. Bottle will be here tomorrow. Fast shipping without extra charge. Hope the scent like them will match the scent. You're going to like it. I've gotten to know your taste pretty well, Eric. You're going to like it. I can promise you that. Joel, good to see you. Got to skip ahead a bit. Wearing Legend EDP. That's one of my favorites. All right. We're scrolling down. My favorite postal worker, best smelling postal worker checking in. Today's Scent Choice Bond number 9, New Harlem. It's out of season, but I'm in the AC and wanted to get at least one wear. But when you're in the AC, you can do whatever, you know? Bro. Okay, so Bill Bro bragging. So I'm assuming Bilbo's in here and he changed his name and I skipped over it maybe. Scrolling up, I don't see it. Didn't know how strong Hawass was until my brother wore it and I saw him like 10 hours later. Yeah, there you go. Can't even imagine packing all that stuff and hoping everything survives the move. Well, so I have to pull my SUV behind the truck and my wife's going to drive the Infinity. All my really expensive stuff that God forbid I would have to replace is going in the trunk of the car. And then the bulk of the stuff's going to go in the truck. And I already know how I want to pack it. I've got some metal shelves, some stainless steel shelving, put the couch against it and everything so they don't move up against the wall. I already visually know what I want to do. But the really expensive stuff, like like the Roger Parfums fragrances and stuff like that, the Amouages, the Creeds, just you name it, they're going in the back of the car. Yeah. Those are going in the car. Wife and the dog will be toting those around in the car. So, Gucci Guilty. Oh, good stuff. Good to see you, Spencer. Hopefully your fragrances don't meet the same. Well, I'm not having movers touch shit. Like I'm going to have labor. I'm paying for labor to help me load the truck, but they're not touching a single box of fragrances. I would go to jail if they dropped the box. That's how much I would lose my fucking mind on them. They'd want to fight me with the shit that would come out of my mouth, and I wouldn't hesitate. So just let you guys know. It's like, no. These are an investment. I talk about these on my YouTube channel and my Instagram page and everything. Like, this shit nothing can happen to this shit. So I would lose my mind. So to save myself any anxiety or bullshit that could come with it, it's all on me. Now, if I fuck up, it's on me. I just get mad at myself for a minute, whereas I can't control someone else. I can only control my own actions. So that's, yeah, it's like that. Nobody's touching them. Nobody. I'm touching everything. That's going to be all the stuff. I'm paying them to move everything else. I'm moving all of this. All my electronics and all my fragrances, no one touches but me. I'm funny like that. People can make fun of me all they want. I'm not playing. I don't want to replace I don't want to fuck. If I fuck my stuff up, I fuck my stuff up. I'm not letting nobody have the opportunity to do so. Because I will not bite my tongue. I will lose my shit. 2 on the clavicles, 2 behind the ears. I've actually never seen his spray routine. Also, I almost bought a dupe of Le Male Parfum today. Everything looked perfectly fine until I tested it on my arm. Smelled like soap. Oh, really? What was the name of it? Because I don't really know of any Le Male Parfum clones. I'm curious on which one it is. Going to the movies. How strong? I wouldn't go crazy strong. We have a date night. We're going to see The Flash Wednesday. And then July 4th, there's this movie coming out that my wife already bought tickets for that she wants to go see. I wouldn't say anything strong. I mean, it depends on how crowded the theater is going to be. But I mean, I wouldn't want to wear anything crazy strong. You're sitting in a confined, I mean, it's a large space, but it's still shoulder to shoulder with people. So I wouldn't go too heavy. I would go moderate type of projection, nothing crazy strong. Maybe something a little bit more exotic than something you would wear to the office, but nothing crazy. I don't have any specific fragrance in mind, but I would say if it's safe enough to wear to the office, then it's safe enough to wear shoulder to shoulder in a crowd of people, you know? Maybe a little bit more daring than that, but that's why I picked up Man Clones. They just sit and have no resale value. Well, and look, there's like certain Rasasis and Armafs and Latafas. I'm not talking about those. I'm talking about just all these countless. Like I've got a ton from Sensual Obsessions and some Alexandria stuff, some Dua stuff like that I've just been having for years that I don't necessarily reach for. It's not everything from these houses. There's certain ones that I do gravitate to that I'm going to keep, but I have a lot of stuff that just sits there and it could go to better use with somebody else, you know? They just sit there. So it's going to be a variety of things. There's going to be a lot of stuff. Salam alaikum. There we go. Bro, you look good, man. You lost a lot of weight. Keep it up. I appreciate that. I'm always working on it, man. I'm always working on it. Tried the Elite Green Imperial today. Do you recommend it? I've never tried it. Liquid Imaginaire Serenus. I haven't tried anything you just named. I would recommend whatever you think because I have zero experience with what you're talking about. But Matt, good to see you, my man. What do you think? Interesting to layer that god-awful fragrance, gray flannel, with one. I mean, you can try it. I'm not. Speaking of god-awful fragrances, the only reason I keep stuff like that is for when the videos come up of things that I just don't like at all. Because those come up from time to time. And that's the only reason I haven't gotten rid of that. That's terrible. Don't ask for patience. That's just an opportunity to develop patience. Asking for a clear path and straight road and easy time of it, helping you accomplish never patience. There you go. Ross, would you recommend Issey Miyake Intense for an evening fragrance? I absolutely would. Issey Miyake Lodiciporum Intense. There was a time on my channel when I talked about it quite a bit in the beginning. I haven't worn it in a while. Again, too much shit. The quintessential time of the live stream when I say I have too many fragrances. It's phenomenal. Beautiful. It's smoky yuzu with some papyrus. This green, earthy, herbal feel, some woods. It's very nice. It still has a lot of freshness though, which makes for a wonderful, fresher fragrance for the winter and evenings. That's how I would describe. That's what I was leading into, evenings and winters. It's not too heavy, but it's still got a lot of the freshness of the original. Wash my skin easy 10 hours plus. It's legit, peeps. I agree. I want to buy something, just not sure what. What kind of money are you trying to spend? I'm gonna say what I would think. What kind of money? Give me a price range, and I'll throw out what I would think to do. And maybe that's what you're looking for. Maybe it's not, but I'll tell you what I would be thinking in that situation. LeBeau for the gym. That's not too heavy for the gym. I could see that working out pretty good. What's the performance you get from Epic? So Epic is actually pretty loud on my skin, and I have one of the newer magnetic caps. It's easy 10 hours on my skin, easy. By that point, I take a shower. And the sillage on it's actually better than you may think. It's not going to choke anybody out. It's not going to overwhelm anybody. But it's pretty strong and well pronounced. I smell myself pretty easily the whole time it's on skin. And I only do like 4 sprays when I wear it. Yeah, my experience with Epic. It's my favorite Amouage fragrance. Epic and Reflection. That's my 2 favorites. Yep, big fan. 9 a.m. I haven't tried 9 a.m. 9 p.m. surprised me a lot. Not a fan of clones, but this one's very good. I agree. It's very good. Placed an order at noon today and already shipped. Now, that's what I call excellent customer service. He was a busy bee today. I talked to him when I was heading to the gym. It was Busy Bee. Frozen Vetiver is one hell of a soapy fragrance. Ross won't show up his fragrance because porn collections, right? It's 2023. Who the hell has a porn collection? The internet's been around for a long time. That's the dry joke right there. The internet's been around for a long ass time. The king of the super chat, rocking Wave Musk by Mancera, one of my absolute favorites the house has ever put out. Volcanus, good to see you. Thank you for the super chat as always, my friend. Greatly appreciate it. Hope you're having a great start to your weekend. Came late, Loam Old Team. Well, you came in with a heater late to the stream, that's for sure. Glad to have you. Wooden Rolly. I haven't reached for it. It's on the rotation table. I haven't been reaching for it. It's really good stuff. Royal Oud from Armani Privé line. Love the scent and performance. Fantastic. Do you know the scent? I've heard of it. I just haven't tried it. I haven't tried anything in the Armani Privé line. Love the bottles. Love the bottles. Haven't got around to them though. Noir Extreme's very good. It's delicious and spicy all at the same time. It's got a dessert-like feel, but still very warm and spicy. It's a very sexy evening fragrance. I don't think it's overdone at all. There was a time when it used to get recommended a lot years ago, and it doesn't get talked about much anymore, but I think it's still a great fragrance. My carded sample's out. It's been time to get a 50 ml. I've been planning on getting a 50 ml for a long time now. It's always something else to buy, but it's a phenomenal fragrance. I'm a fan. Just placed my order of Coco Loco off your suggestion literally just now. Well, Lamont, I hope you enjoy it, my man. Might try Vanilla Oud Sunday, only indoors. Yeah, if it's hot outside, it'd be a little much, a little smothering, I would think. That's real, considering some YouTuber stories and moving companies losing fragrances. It's going to be a bitch. And we're choosing third floor this time. We don't want anybody on top of us this time because our neighbors above us are a fucking nightmare. And this is 2 apartment complexes in a row. It's a nightmare because we're not buying a house until the time is right, and we got to find the landing spot because you guys have heard the story. The kids have been out the house because my stepkids are, they were not, babies when I met my wife, so they're out the house now while I'm still at a pretty young age. So we're able to bounce around. We sold our house in Louisiana years ago, moved to Texas, did a few years there. She wanted to come here and be around her dad, her biological father, and her stepmom. A few years here. This ain't the spot for us. So it's like, all right, we're either going to Florida or Texas. Florida was option 1. Then it got to where everybody wanted to move to Florida. So cost of living skyrocketed way over Texas. Like, all right, well, we know we like Texas. We'll go back to Texas. Then it started to level out. It's about here. Florida's still more, but not drastically more. Like it was like, let's go to the beach. Give that 2 or 3 years. We'll know if we want to buy a house then. If not, we'll head back to Texas. But more than likely, we're pretty confident that this is going to be the last state move for us. We're kind of bouncing around. So we were in the South, then we tried the mountains. Now we're trying the beach. So we'll know what we like and don't like. And then I would say within the next 3 years, we're going to buy a house. So definitely not buying a house right now. Market's ridiculous, but about 3 years, 2 to 3 years, I would say is the timeline. I got skipped. Well, a lot of people get skipped. You guys have to understand, when I get behind like this, I can't just go comment by comment for a little bit. As soon as I answer one, 5 more pop up and so on. Nope, not a dupe. Sorry, I meant a fake. It was a fake Le Male Le Parfum. Oh, damn. Oh, that sucks. Hope you didn't spend a bunch of money on it. That is good for the movie night. I don't know what I'm going to wear that night. I don't know. We'll see when the time comes. I might go with this. Just like 2 sprays or 3 sprays because it's pretty strong. I'm thinking I'm gonna go stronger with you, Amber. Prime situation because it's gonna be like 50 degrees that night. 48, 50 degrees is the low. I'm gonna be wearing a hoodie anyway. It's gonna be a chill, laid back, relaxed kind of thing. We already discussed it. We're gonna do joggers and hoodies and just be comfortable. I might do that. For our movie night. Got my Coco Loco today. GZ did it up again. I agree. Sprayer doesn't work. It sprays very little. How do I fit you? You're not really gonna be able to fix the sprayer. It's a defect, unfortunately. Imagine a worker dropping a box full of Creed, Amouage, and Rose at jail. Oh yeah, I'm fucking swinging immediately. I'd just blow my lid right then and there. I'd lose my shit. And he wouldn't even realize why. Because I can't imagine how much that box would cost to try to replace. I'd lose my fucking mind. Yeah. Oh yeah. I don't wish that on me. That's why if it had, and look, if I drop it, shame on me. I deserved it. I should have been more careful. Whatever happened to make me drop it. So yeah, let's save everybody the hassle, and I'm just going to do it. Even though I'm paying for labor, nobody's touching that stuff. Jesus, don't give me those thoughts, Patrick. That's all. If you make your collection smaller, hear me out. Think about giving your frags as giveaways instead of brand new box bottles. These aren't dirty panties. I'm sure members would be okay. I am giving away some stuff, but I mean, the majority of my collection I'm taking. I'm not getting rid of the majority of my collection, Spencer. Any love for Coconut Dapper? Yeah, I wore it a couple days ago. It's phenomenal. I've been talking about it. It's phenomenal. Did you not watch the stream playback? You should watch the stream playback. Get my full thoughts on it. I hope everyone had a fabulous Friday. Good to see you. Looking forward to new summer Happy Land releases. Yeah, I got my tracking today. Oh, don't say the one with rum. Block my eyes. I don't want to know because I haven't looked at the note breakdowns. Let me put my hat down. Here we go to Tyler. What's going on, Tyler? Black Walnut Legend. Didn't care for it. Time to sell or swap. It's okay. It's definitely not one of the top 10 smells like Aventus fragrances I own. I never reach for it. But it's okay. I echo your sentiment, Joel. Yeah, gray flannel's awful. I don't like it at all. No, a bunch of people have asked me about it. It must be good because I get asked all the time about it. It must be good. I'm going to have to get my nose on it. Under 150. So under 150, I would go. Is it outdoor or in? Let's not complicate things with outdoor and indoor. Honestly, I think something like, and look, you don't have to spend near as much, but this might be a little too mature. I don't know if you would want to wear that, but something like Lavande from Molinard, lavender, a lot of lavender, powdery lavender. I like stuff like that. I would reach for that. You can get that for under $50. But I don't know, something like Montal Wood and Spices, I think young man such as yourself could really benefit from the versatility of that. It does smell like you're a little bit more serious than the standard blue fragrance kind of thing. I know your palate's evolved beyond just blue fragrances, even though you're a young man. I understand. Something like that, I would think. Whereas there's no real challenge. It's going to be really easy for people around you to enjoy how you smell. It's a good wearing experience. It's powerful. Nobody there is going to smell like it. Montal Wood and Spices probably, because it's not going to be too heavy, but it's got some density. It's creamy, spicy, woody, a little powdery. It won't be too much if it's kind of hot where you're at. It won't be too much. It won't be overbearing. You can just dial back sprays a little bit. I would think something like that, honestly, because you can get that like $70 or $80. And it's something you'll get more than just the wedding use out of. It's really good. I don't know if you have it already. You potentially can have it already, but I'm thinking something like Montal Spice and Woods. For those of you that need context, Contral's 15. And I know age isn't the most important thing. I'm just saying, young man, I know he's kind of evolved his palate from your typical 15-year-old, but he may not want to go with something like Lavande, I would think, because it definitely smells a bit more mature. I don't know how you feel about powdery, heavy lavender at that Contral. That's why I say you can get kind of a similar feel to what I like about Lavande. A little bit better wearing experience, I think, from Montal Wood and Spices. Let me know what you think. Just received Oud Sublime. Yes, that's good stuff right there. Year round, but I would say spring, fall. It's probably the best seasons for it, but I mean, I've wore it in summer. It's not too much. Yeah, it's still my favorite. I don't think it'll ever get topped. Black Rose is great. It's got a chance. That'll be coming next year, maybe. But yeah, Rosé. It's too good. I can wear it year round. It's not too sweet on my skin. It's sweeter on my wife's skin. She's got her own bottle. But year round, but if I had to pick 2 seasons, I would say spring, fall. Opinion on Habano Vanille. Habano Vanille? I'm not familiar. Mont Blanc EDP. Which one? Legend EDP? Coca Logo arrived today. It is indeed great. Glad you're enjoying it, Ben. It's definitely good stuff. It won't be wise to buy from eBay sellers out of India, London, and Kuwait. That makes sense. That definitely makes sense. Purchase Horchata de Vanille from Sphinx for my wife with your review arriving 6/21. Y'all can definitely share that one. That's a good one. God, that one blew me away. Mind blowing how good that is. And something that I was not anticipating. Volcanus, I see you joined. Let me scroll back. Elite family members. So my man is in. He's in it to win it. So I appreciate that. It's glad to have you. I appreciate all the super chats. I mean, it's ridiculous. Nobody's super chatted this channel more than you have, sir. But I greatly appreciate you. Welcome. By all means, put the emojis to use and all that good stuff. And you'll see all the posts. We have the members only live stream at the end of the month every month. So make sure to jump in for that. But man, I appreciate you as always, man. I do have Sauvage Elixir. I'm a fan, just like most people are. It's good stuff. It's one of the better releases Dior's put out in a long time. It's really good. All the hype you hear from it, the power, just ridiculous power. It's definitely a 3 to 4 spray fragrance. It's a lot. It's super spicy and aromatic, very warm and spicy. It's got an old school feel with a little bit of a like tweak and twist where it doesn't smell too old, like an old man fragrance. But it's the kind of fougerish, spicy type of feel of classic fragrances. Just little hint of Sauvage's DNA in there, just a little pinch. It's really good. Really, really good. Cool and intense. Go to and he stays choking people out. I haven't heard anybody say that one's weak. That one's overwhelmingly strong. I haven't. Now, look, if I'd have had a bunch of people tell me the 30 minutes, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, literally, I got a 15-minute comment today. Let me read it to you guys. Let me go find it real quick. It can't be too far back. This is a funny one. And if you're watching, I'm reading your comment and making fun of you. I don't know what to tell you. Where is it? Let me go to I responded. Let me find it real quick because I thought this was hilarious. Oh, this is a funny one. So I got a now Zaharoff. He meant new Zaharoff. Is 30 minutes. I even asked my wife, could she smell it? And she said no. I put a laughing emoji. I put sure. Thanks for watching. It's but that's not the one I'm looking for. Let me find it real quick. It was specifically a 15 minutes for a certain fragrance. Then I got to scroll back a little ways. It was from this morning. Bear with me, guys. I want to read this one to you because I giggled. This was funny stuff. To me, anyways, it was funny. You forget how many comments you get until you go looking for a specific one. Oh, where is it? Did he delete it? Because I'm at last night. Responses with new replies. Try that. No, he must have deleted it. Never mind. It's not there. I would have came across it by now. So never mind. A specific fragrance, he said, but whatever is really 15 minutes. 15 minutes, bro, or what? Like, I think like at least a fifth of the comments I got are people just trolling me. And they're just talking shit. Because there's a few of them where it's like, you're not serious. Shut up. No way. You know, go back and read the comments. Y'all want a good laugh? I knew it was going to be a divisive video. And then Justin texted me a little while ago. He's like, apparently our videos were very similar today because I haven't watched his video yet. But I saw his thumbnail. I was like, oh, shit. I think we touched on the same topic. Apparently we did. What are you yelling about, Kellen? Let me scroll back. Oh, the dry ass joke. Let me scroll back down. I got way out of place when I did that. So, Girini. No, I haven't tried anything from them. You tried Girini Murato. No experience with them. I don't even think I've heard of them. Papa Rabanne Phantom. Lately been on the hunt for Coach Open Road. Haven't heard you talk about it in a while. It's sitting on the rotation table. That's the thing. I'm always testing new stuff. Like, I got to make myself reach back for things that I enjoy. And I'm a fan of it. I always have new fragrances coming in. always have new fragrances coming in. Texas is beautiful. I agree. Texas is a wonderful state. I have not. Finally going to try the intense version, 10-4. Just ordered Black Annabis Elixir and Coconut Daiquiri, 10 mLs while live. Use that DAD25 code. Le Beau Parfum should be arrived. Man, you killing the game. You killing the game, Bops. Boz, what's going on? More news for me. I think my package has been resolved and it's on a good. Good. I can't wait for you to get it. I hope it's the greatest thing you've ever smelled since you've had to jump through so many hoops just to get this damn package. I'm rooting for you, Boz. Sure to catch a fish for you. Have a great weekend, everybody. Thank you so much for the $20 super chat. You were too kind. You were super generous. I appreciate you, my man. Thank you. I hope you have an awesome weekend. Thanks for hanging with us for a little bit. Light blue O Intense. That's good stuff. You cannot go wrong with that. Can you leave the name of the featured fragrance on the screen on your video reviews so I can listen to you and simultaneously research the fragrance without pausing? No, it's just, I'm not going to change the way I do my videos, man. Just pause it for a second. I'm not going to change the way I edit my videos. I am your research. You know, if you want to look up notes and stuff like that after, go for it. But I mean, I appreciate it. And I know that's not the answer you want, but I'm not going to change my editing style. When it's literally in the description box, it's on screen. I say the name of the fragrance in the beginning. I say the name of the fragrance before we go to the next segment. I really make it a point to make sure you guys know what fragrance I'm talking about. So I'm not going to, unless, 1,000 people were to ask me this, I'm not going to change the editing style right now, man. It's tried and true. I've stuck to it for a while, and I'm going to keep sticking to it. Hope you don't get mad at me, Keith. Just being real with you, man. Not wanted there. Oh, yeah. Rare carbon on my last movie date to Fast X. I was in a hoodie around 50 degrees. That's pretty much what it's going to be for us. Yeah. Okay. Y'all can talk about smelly somewhere else. We're not talking about smelly here. I'm Latino and Irish. Imagine the temper on me. Oh, wow. Yeah. Especially if something like that were to happen, drop a box full of expensive ass fragrances. Again, no, I definitely have not. Great to see you. Hope you're having a great Friday. I can't complain, Johnny. It's a great Friday because we're in a stream having a chat with you guys, Rochas Man Intense. I've seen it. I've been seeing it sit there for like $41 or something like that. And you can get it from Fragrance Buy. I've been debating. Some on your cap. It's my original country's national symbol. Where it's also the logo for my New Orleans Saints American football team. Golden Lily. Fragrance Lab, equipment, guns, electronics. No one's touching. Oh, yeah, nobody's touching my guns either. That's another thing. I didn't think I had to even say that. Brian, good to see you, my man. Sidrapoise is good stuff. He's younger than me, guys and girls. Boz. PDM Galloway is a sleeper. It has sparkle or effervescence, I call it. I'm not sure if it's the pink pepper. Of course I do. I have a bottle. I haven't worn it in a long time, though. It's very musky. Super fresh, musky, and powdery. Soapy. Definitely has a soapy iris to it. Underappreciated, though. It doesn't really get any love from Parfums de Marly. Not from the brand, but of the Parfums de Marly fragrances. It doesn't really get any love. L'Homme Cologne Blue does a great job in the heat. I have no issues with longevity. It's the best smelling, to me, the best smelling L'Homme flanker. It's amazing. I love the way it smells. I don't have that. We'll definitely look into that. Yeah, I would think Montal Woods and Spices for sure. Hope everyone has a great weekend. Dan Malik Galloway is one of my future buys. Sweet fragrance. Have you tried anything from the Stronger With You line? Or the Most Wanted line? I would recommend the Wanted line and the Stronger With You line. Full of phenomenal fragrances. Both lines. Full of phenomenal fragrances. Not sure how I missed the notification, but what's up? Good to see you. Wearing Versace Porn. We're going to be shutting it down here in just a minute. We're hitting a 1 hour mark right now. Hang out for a few more minutes. Salissimo Marimetto, and I'm very pleasantly surprised at how good it is. Woody and fresh at the same time, but not sweet. Bet that is good. That sounds pretty good. I think this is number 6. No. Number 6 time I've said it? No, I have not tried it. And that's officially the last time I'm going to say it. No longer pinning that if you keep typing it. 9 p.m. Surprisingly a little cool here in Vegas. Forgot how good this one smells. It's phenomenal. Or Savage looks to the movies and someone said I almost made them sneeze. Yeah, that's potent and spicy right there. I'm not going to reach for that one for that. Now I would do the Parfum. It's not as loud, but I still wouldn't do more than like 2 or 3 sprays because Parfum's pretty strong on my skin. But I think I'm going to go with like 2 or 3 sprays of Strong With You Amber. Recommend a unique gentleman's office fragrance that's not Prada Cologne, Versace, Porno. Unique and office fragrance usually don't go together. Not really. I have to come back to that because you're asking a question that requires a good bit of thought, more so than just a off the cuff answer. Since you want unique for the office, let me give it a few seconds, see if something pops in my mind as I look around a little bit. Unique how? Unique's usually different. Different leaves room for being polarizing, and that's usually something you don't want in the office. I got to pass on this one, man, because I'm going to have to really look around and really think about this one. It's not something I can just shoot off the hip. So skip ahead a little bit. How do you decide what bottle size to get? I usually go for large bottles, but I realize I have large enough collection. Small bottles could work fine. It depends. If it's a heavier scent that I know I'm going to be situational with, I definitely go for the smaller bottles. But if it's a fresh fragrance that I know I'm going to spray on the heavier side, then I go for a bigger bottle. That's usually how I look at it. Today's vid was hilarious. I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Best way to sell, you no longer. I don't sell any fragrances, so I don't know. I hoard. I hoard for the most part. Some to a man with a username, not so famous YouTuber. There you go. Spencer will take them. Yes. Kenzo Homme Eau de Parfum. Leather Aquatic. It's funny that you ask. That's immediately what I think of. All the hype you may have heard about it is legit and warranted. You should try that. You should absolutely try Kenzo Homme Eau de Parfum. That was almost not worth it, but in the end, it was. Those scents, trusts are all beautiful. Jeremy with the 999 super chat. I appreciate that. I always appreciate your content, Ross. On to 100K. Fingers crossed. Fingers crossed. But I appreciate the super chat and the kind words. Thank you, man. You'll like it. If you like Eau Givre, which I do, I'm wearing that tomorrow. Almost wore it today. I'm wearing it tomorrow. It's not groundbreaking, but really nice wearable vetiver, not dirty at all. That's my kind of thing. I like the fresh vetivers for sure. Brothers in Colorado Springs as well. And when I sent him Luna Rosa Carbon, it was leaking around the cap. You see, it's 418 right now. You see how dark it's getting? I'm sure you guys have seen the shift as you're watching. It's about to start storming out there. It's literally been weeks, 3 or 4 or 5 weeks, something like that, weeks of it raining at least a little bit every day. You'd swear I'm on the Gulf Coast. Never seen anything. The first 2 years we were here, it maybe rained 10 to a dozen times per year. It's rained a dozen times in the last dozen days. And that's just the last dozen days. It's rained more than that. It's ridiculous. I can't believe it. I thought the mountains were desert-like. Not while I'm here. Not while I want to get on my damn motorcycle. I haven't rode my bike in a while because it just rains every freaking day. Unreal. I respect that. Thought I'd ask. Not mad at all. Okay, good. I appreciate that, Keith. Thank you. I didn't want you to be mad at me because I know it's not the answer you were looking for. You know, I hate to give the disappointing answers. You know, but it's one of those things. I appreciate the request. I'm glad that you watch the content. You enjoy the content. You trust my taste and my opinion enough to research a little further beyond what you're hearing from me. I do appreciate that, but it's like I don't want to change my editing style. Not yet. Now, some things are going to change when I move. But maybe that stuff like that's probably not really going to change all that much. But editing style, there's going to be some things that are going to change. And then scenes and settings, I'm going to have a lot more variety. It's not going to just be me sitting right here all the time. There's going to be a lot more going on with locales and things like that. Like I got a lot of stuff planned for where I'm going to be. I got a lot of options where I'm moving specifically on the property to film at. So you guys will see. I'm actually very excited. Content. I'm going to have more broad spectrum to my content full of troglodytes. I agree. Just got off driving home. Y'all better slap that like. We got 103 likes, 122 viewers. I can't complain. Troll Grantica for sure. 614. I see channel members. Yeah, what's going on? Yeah, we finally got Volcanus. All those times you guys brought it up, you and Kyler, which I haven't seen Kyler. Kyler must be busy. That's rare that Kyler's not in the stream. Wearing Decan Sordor Gladiator. That's a good one. Man, is that a good one. Safest fragrance from the house. It's not their most praised fragrance, obviously. But, man, it's the only one I have, and it's phenomenal. Mint, citrus, greens, a little bit of an Aventus feel, but I think it's better. It's a niche blue. It's great. Great fragrance. Performance-wise, kind of about the same. Maybe a little bit stronger sillage out of Second Soul for me. Because Second Soul is really strong off of me. I would say about the same in longevity on my skin, but sillage is a little bit stronger on Second Soul. Again, for me. Maybe the other way around for others, but Great Vetiver, Rockin' Coco Loco, Day Second Soul. Speaking of Coco Loco and Second Soul, back-to-back comments. Had a female coworker chase me down and ask me what I was wearing. Hell yeah. That sends me a notification. I don't know why, while I'm on YouTube watching other videos, it shows up in the videos on the side. For the office, sillage projects clean and gets compliment. Yeah, but it's not all that unique. That's the thing. He's looking for unique. That's what makes it a challenging question to answer. Duncan, what's going on? 1 million lucky is unique at all times. But for the office, inside an office setting, that's gourmand and very, very, very sweet. I mean, there's Duncan's recommendation. I'm not recommending that for the office. Maybe in the fall, 2 sprays or something, but not current time, not when it's warm outside. I knew a guy from Russia called Zahar. That's interesting. 10-4. I haven't tried the Intense yet. I've had a bunch of people tell me it's the way to go. $5 super sticker from Jared. I appreciate that. A unique crowd pleaser. Whew. You're making it even more challenging. A unique but crowd pleaser. Oh man, you're adding layers to the question that aren't making it easier. Oh shit. Let me try. Let me try to get this one before we shut it down. Let me look, because I got fragrances on the ground over here too. Kenzo Ohm EDT would probably fall into that for a unique crowd pleaser, because I don't have anything that smells like it. Watermelon Aquatic Pine Green and a little powdery. But I'm trying to think of other options here. Oud Blue Notes from Mancero would fall into that. It's a fruity floral that's more on the creamy and powdery side of things with the way the violet and the orris come across. Very woody, but not, even though it has oud in the name, it's not like oud funk, but it's more of a crowd pleaser than anything else. I would think Mancero Oud Blue Notes would fall into that. This isn't going to fall into the price point, but Isola Blue from Roger Parfums, that's not going to fall into the price point, though. Let me see what else. Look around. Oh, excuse me. Second Soul, but that's like right over the price point. It's $160. Second Soul is really good. Very aromatic, soapy, spicy, but still has some tobacco, some smoke, some booze. Second Soul. Justin's fragrance would be really good for that. Zaharoff and Stay Fresh Productions, Second Soul. And I'm going to go with those. So we move on a little bit, because we're about to shut it down. Got a few more members I want to make sure to hit. No, I haven't tried the old one, just the new packaging one, the one that came out last year. Some will say hashtag global warming. There you go. Appreciate your time again, Ross. Not taking these streams for granted. I have a water polo match in the morning. Well, all right then. Well, I appreciate you coming hang with us for a little bit, Patrick. You're the one stealing my rain. The grass is still brown here in Wisconsin, even though it rained 2 days straight. You can have this. I don't know if y'all could hear the thunder. You can have this shit. Come get it. I don't know if it's coming through on the mic. It's thundering right now. You can have it. Come get it. You can take this weather. You need it. I don't want it. Come get it. All right. Let's see. God bless. Have a good one. Weather sounds like Portland 9 months out the year. Yeah, I've heard it rains nonstop over there. You'll make it to 100K. You're too consistent to not make it. That's why we like you. Consistent, interactive with the community. You're getting there. Keep grinding. I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that. And I'm honest to a fault sometimes. Yeah. Should change since you started. I remember your older videos. Yeah. So what it is I've stopped catering to giving a fuck what people think. That's what's changed. This is me. This is who I've always been. I just stopped giving a fuck what other people think. Sometimes it takes a little bit to get there. In my personal life, I've never given a fuck what people think. But on social media, you get in your head early on. You're like, oh, I want to present well. Let me kind of dial it back and not curse and all these other things. Now I don't give a fuck anymore. I've gotten so much bullshit on the internet that what's the point? I'm just going to do whatever the hell I want. I'm going to say what I want. I'm going to do what I want. It's always been me. This is just dialing it up to what you would get if you were just hanging out with me. That's what these live streams are. You're just hanging out with me. I'm going to give you a hard time. I'm going to fuck with you. I'm going to crack jokes. I'm going to bust balls. I'm going to get smart ass. I'm going to curse. It's who I am. You know, the old videos, it was me giving a shit what other people thought. Giving a shit what they would think if I was a little bit more of a potty mouth or being a little bit more of a smart ass. So none of that matters in the grand scheme of things, because like the BS that I get, which some of you are aloof to completely and don't even know of, and stay that way. You don't need to be involved in that shithole cesspool. But that stuff's been going on for years, and it used to bother me years ago. Now it's like I'm under a microscope. Fucking enjoy the show. I'm going to do what I want, be who I am, and I don't care who likes it and doesn't like it. There's people right now, 129 viewers, that can't stand me, that are watching everything I do, hoping I say something they can clip and paste somewhere else. Pathetic. Fucking pathetic. But on that note, thank you for bringing that up, Joel. I'm glad to have you here. I am getting those. I'm absolutely getting. Thank you for bringing those to my attention, Joseph. Seriously. They seem like they're going to be really good. Those note breakdowns are super interesting. Russian origin because Zahar. Well, Greece. Georgia's Greek. Is Sphinx sending you creme de la pâte? So it's funny that you say that. I was told hush hush for now on Oceanic Symphony, but I got a carded sample right here. The other one I haven't. I'm sure I'll get both. Supposedly Muhammad's like, how do you like the citruses in the opening? I'm like, don't say nothing. I haven't sprayed it yet. So I haven't sprayed Oceanic Symphony, but clearly it's an aquatic blue. I'm sure it's going to be good. He's never put out a fragrance that was bad. And blues are my jam. So I'm sure it's going to be really good. I just haven't sprayed it yet. But I'm sure he'll send me the bottles. I mean, he sent me everything they put out. I launched the house. He asked me to do the launch video for when the house was putting out the first 6 fragrances. It was a wonderful honor that he, offered to me. But I'm pretty sure he'll send them my way. He's got a lot to top here though, because Horchata de Vanille and Coconut Daiquiri, definitely the best set of releases that he's put out. It's the best release he's had. They're freaking incredible. They're so good. They're absolutely must try sample. Absolutely sample those. I can get Lemon Lime and Sicily or Oolong Cha for the same price. Ooh. Damn, you put 3 phenomenal fragrances right there. 3. Ooh, that's tough. I want to say Oolong Cha. Like my gut's telling me to tell you Oolong Cha. I guess I have to stay true to my gut. Oh, it's hard to eliminate the other 2, though. You're good with any of them. They're all so good. That's all 9s or betters. 9s or better in my rating system. All 3 are outstanding. Phenomenal. So you got to like smoky. Very smoky fragrance on my skin. There's a smoke accord, guaiac wood, and incense in there, and it's very smoky, dry, ashy, but not too dry. The amber, warm. It's very warm, amber intense, Doja Amber Intense, as the name insinuates, but it's got this elegant, expensive feel to the aroma. I wore it to dinner. We went to Saltgrass a couple weeks ago, and I wore it to dinner, and it was a hit with our waitress and my wife. 4 sprays was all I needed. I could smell myself the whole time. It's very, very strong. I think it's like 28%. Claude made it. Claude Deer. Shout out to my favorite perfumer. I'm sure you're going to try it and enjoy it. I mean, it's as long as you like smoky, because I don't think it's just my skin. It's a very smoky fragrance. So you have to like that. It's not real fruity. There's not a ton of freshness. It's a very luxurious niche for sure. It's good stuff. It's good stuff. It's arguably their best fragrance. Like, it's really hard to decide between that and Narcotica, because I'm just not that much of a gourmand guy. Very situational for me. Dolce Diablo is phenomenal for what it is. It's my least favorite of the 3, because again, Narcotica, the self-titled fragrance, is a very smoky fragrance as well, with a sweet oud, ambery, like. But I think Doja Amber Intense is probably, if I had to pick one, I think it's the best of the 3. Obviously, they have their new tropical fragrance coming. I'm excited for that. But for now, Doja Amber Intense is definitely their best fragrance. Maybe it's just me, Ross. I didn't get your notification. No, there's a few people that said they didn't get the notification. I'm sorry, man. Glad you're here, though. We'll shut it down. I'm hanging longer than I anticipated. Trying to get caught up. Not a lot of sprays, though. It's very powdery, ambery fragrance. The EDP, meh. That's how I feel about it, too. It's meh. I don't really reach for it. It kind of smells like Coach Blue mixed with white EDP with a little touch of the original L1212 white. It's not what you would think L1212 white EDP would be. It's good. It's okay. It's just not as good as it could have been. I'm with you on that. Meh. It's good. It's not great. Better pick up your opinion. 75 ml Leighton for 130, 125 of Pegasus for 148. Ooh, vastly different. But I mean, I'm absolutely going to gravitate to Leighton because it's one of my favorite DNAs that's ever been produced. So unique. It's been cloned to death at this point, but Leighton originated that profile as far as I know. I never smelled anything like Leighton before I smelled Leighton. Pegasus, though, it's very cold, lactonic, milky, creamy, almond, floral, a lot of heliotrope. Super attractive to women. They're both powerful. Pegasus is a little bit stronger, though, but I would have to go with Leighton, man. I would, even though for $18 more, you can get 50 ml more of Pegasus. Leighton. You need Leighton in your collection. Eric, you need Leighton. Trust me, you need Leighton. You're going to like it, too. Like I said, I've gotten to know your taste. They're both good. I'm saying eventually maybe get your nose on Pegasus too. That one's a little more polarizing, but Leighton, that's a staple. That's everybody should get Leighton. Not everybody's gonna like it. I get it. That's every fragrance, but man, that's almost like a must-have in anybody's collection when you start to really get into it. Leighton's just a staple. So yeah, that's an easy choice for me right there. Ooh, hope you enjoy it, Jimmy. That's such a good release. One of the best designer releases of the year for sure. Galan L'Homme Ideal Eau de Toilette. Rochas L'Homme. That's not all that unique, though. No. I know Justin raves about it, though. I have not. I've seen the bottle, though. Just picked it up as a gift to my brother. Gentleman EDT Intense Armani Code Parfum or Cologne. But it still smells like Armani Code. That's not all that unique. That's the thing. Unique is there's unlikely anybody else is going to smell like it. Armani Code been popular for decades now. You know, both of those still have that DNA. Aha. See what I'm saying? Not as unique as you would think. Maybe in an individualistic setting, it could be unique, but overall, grand scheme of things, not all that unique. Scent of the day, Bulgari Aqua. That is a good one. Definitely dominated by some seaweed. Would you recommend Wave Musk for a car salesman in South Louisiana? Well, it was a great option for a car salesman in Texas. because I used to wear it all the time. I used to wear it all the time when I worked at Mercedes and then when I was in San Antonio for a little bit at Toyota before I decided I didn't want to work for Toyota. Yeah, absolutely. That's a great choice. That's a great choice. You'll stand out a little bit because there's not a whole lot of stuff that smells like wave musk. You'll stand out. And it works really well for the heat. And it's hot as shit where you're at. Anywhere in South Louisiana, it's hot as shit all the time. So, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. That's a great option. It performs pretty well. Spring, summer, fall, you can wear it every day easily. And if you just like fresh, you can wear it for the 2 weeks of cold weather you have. Born and raised in Houma, Louisiana, man. I know all about the weather, trust me. Luna Rosa Ocean, I haven't tried that one yet. I haven't tried it yet. Enigma might not last past lunch break though. LOL, I give up. What do you mean? I'm missing something here, some context. Portrait of a Lady, I don't have any experience with it, unfortunately. Thinking of wearing it for my wedding. I don't have any experience with it to weigh in, unfortunately. Also thinking about grabbing PDM from Jones Shop today. If you had to have one PDM to start with, Leighton or Sedley or Percival. Basically one of the blue bottles. Pick a blue bottle. That's the way I would. Because Sedley's going to be fresh and versatile. Percival, highly likable, understated monster in performance. The ultimate way to smell like fierce. Basically. It's niche fierce. And then with Leighton, it's just so uniquely intoxicating. Such a great evening fragrance. Great daytime cold weather, but great evening fragrance at any time, any year, any season of the year. I think everybody should have Leighton, though. It's easy to go that route, but boy, you could really do some damage. And when I mean that in a good way, with Sedley and Percival. They're so likable. They're so charismatic. They work for everything. For everything. Signature scents. So you got a tough choice here, but I would say any of the blue bottles. Pick a blue bottle. Whichever one sounds best to you, pick a blue bottle. Some of the best money can buy, in my opinion, for my taste. But you heard my spiel about Leighton. Just saying. It's going to be more situational than the other two. Keep that in mind. If you're anything like me, Leighton's going to be much more situational. Whereas Sedley and Percival, anytime. Anytime. Keep that in mind. I have a catch in my throat. What the hell? Yeah, because I keep saying I'm about to shut it down for like 10 minutes now. But it's, I hate to leave everybody hanging with all the comments coming in. Enjoy the weekend. Hopefully the weather spruces up over there, right? Doesn't look like it. So just to show you what happening on my watch, for example. See, rain. Just 50s and rain every day. Chilly and wet. I've heard good stuff. About it. I'm used to it, but I'm not supposed to have rain here. That's my beef. My beef is it's not supposed to rain all the time here. It's supposed to be dry as shit. Wildfires and droughts. It's been raining for a month straight. Now I got the hiccups, damn it. It's been raining for a month straight. No, I know it's going to rain all the time. I grew up in the Gulf Coast. I just talked about South Louisiana. I'm used to it raining all the time, but you expect it when you live there. Not supposed to be like this here. This is the desert. Like I said, this time of year is normally like watch out for wildfires on windy days. Happened a lot in the previous 2 years I lived here. Get a sample of these Ed Craters 2.0 frags. Stock is low. It is indeed. Orange and Santal by Essential Parfums is a unique crowd pleaser. Sample set worth checking out. There's a good recommendation for you. I've never tried that. I take that as face value. Apparently it's worth checking out. Oh, definitely Triumph of Bacchus. That's my favorite, with Adonis Awakens being a close second. That's my two favorites. Constantly sniff. No, that's pretty much everybody that's got it. Constantly wants to keep sniffing it. Maybe you go Stratus. Well, it's still an aquatic, even though it's a blueberry aquatic. Still an aquatic. When it comes to blues, there's a little bit of its own thing going on because of that blueberry note that stands out, but it's not like so crazy unique. But it could work. I could see why you would throw it out there. That could work. Rob, what's going on, my man? Can't trust a man who doesn't swear. You can't trust somebody who everybody likes. Keep that in mind. I wear it with a badge of honor that not everybody likes me. I have a hate group that they really like me. Let's be honest, they really like me. That's what they're watching right now. They're probably gonna clip this. See, he thinks we like him. He's delusional. Fuck yourselves. How much test are you running? A therapeutic dose, TRT. I'm not buying it on the streets. But you don't need to know my exact dosage. How was your last rectal exam? We're going to get super personal. Yeah. How long is your dick? How much do you make for a living? That's how personal some of these questions are. Just because you guys watch me doesn't mean I have to tell you every single thing. You know what I mean? So it doesn't have to be that personal with the questions, guys. Super facts. Exactly. What's going on, Mikey? Damn good for $10. Just ordered a decan of gin tonic. I sprayed it on my arm last night. Good stuff. It's right here. Sprayed it on this arm last night. Good stuff. How many of you did I make laugh with the questions and a little banter just now? It's funny shit, right? DJ, good to see you. Happy Friday. Hope Friday's treating everyone well. Happy early Father's Day to all the dads out there. Good to see you, Mikey. Glad you could make it in. Texas Roadhouse better. Lie to someone else, Duncan. I don't know what you're talking. I like Texas Roadhouse too, but I don't like it more than Saltgrass. Love the lies, man. Just looked up Oolong Cha might be the next pickup. Y'all like gurus. Well, it's not necessarily a guru thing. It's I've smelled a lot of fragrance. I've smelled thousands of fragrances at this point. Yeah, it's phenomenal. I mean, tons of people praise it. It's not just me. It's great. That's the consensus. Pegasus exclusive. That is good stuff. Never go wrong with Leighton. Get Arm Off Craze if you want Pegasus. Quality's not near as good, though. Not near as good. Ross, you had a chance to smell Ombre. Yeah, I have a bottle of it. That was likely my next purchase. I only smelled it the one time for the first impressions. I need to revisit it. It's literally right there. I'm looking at the box. Yeah, I need to revisit it. I wanted to buy it while they still have it in stock. I thought they were going to run out pretty quickly. That was why I bought it. I wanted to get my hands on it. I saw Justin's first impression. I was like, ooh, I would like that. Chrome Extreme. Fucking hot in Nashville today. Had Leighton. It fell and broke. Oh, so I've been debating on when to replace it. I was able to save like a little bit of it. Oh, I'm sorry. Well, at least you know you like it. That sucks, though. That sucks. So very unique. All the offerings, profiles you might not get everywhere else. That's very true. Justin's in the house. Happy Friday. Hawaiian shirts at the office today and went with Summer Vibes 2.0. That sounds like a great day at the office, man. I bet y'all had a fun day. Joma Shop. Yeah, they have their PDM sale going on right now. There you go. There's an opinion on the Portrait of the Lady. That was from the movie Coming to America with Eddie Murphy. Chanel L'Homme EDT. Yes, it's made its way around, but I don't think it's dated or anything like that. It still smells really good. I mean, Missoni Wave very much smells like a cheaper interpretation of it. A little aquatic, some citrus, some florals, some sweetness. I mean, it's spawned a ton of flankers. I haven't smelled it in a long ass time though, because L'Homme Sport and L'Homme Sport Eau Extreme and Edition Blanche and all those have trumped it greatly. But I think it's still a good fragrance. I've debated on getting it. I haven't smelled it in a long time though. It's been a long time since I've smelled it. It's been years. So, but I mean, I don't think it's dated. I think it deserves to be appreciated still. Grown Man Rose. I was debating between Greenlee or Percival. That's tough. Depends on what you like. Do you like, because Greenlee is a green fragrance. It's very green feel. It's full of apple and a few greens and woods and stuff like that. Depends. Percival's got a little bit of apple and stuff like that going on too, though. Depends on your taste, because you can kind of do whatever you want in the library. You're not going to really be shoulder to shoulder with people all the time. You'll be free. I didn't see it was at the end. Yeah, we're literally about to shut it down this time. Usually decent, but this Coco Loco glorified yellow tree air freshener you hang in your car. Wow. Lie to someone else, my man. Lie to someone else, because that is not the case. Got to run in the rain tomorrow. Damn, that sucks, Rob. But I'm glad. I loved your dedication to fitness, my man. You definitely get it in daily. Managed to finally get Dolce & Gabbana the One Luminous Night, Sin of the Day, and I love it. Smoky Dates, best way to do that. Well, I appreciate you, Eric. Yeah, we can go ahead and shut it down. We're just about to the end here. Yeah, I agree. I mean, Coca since the weather's Coca since the weather sucks here. Congrats. Pause, Ross. Say congrats on the chip. Best season for rosé. I thought we talked about that earlier. Didn't you ask me that earlier? Spring and fall. We talked about this like 20 minutes ago. Ensalade. I've never even heard of that one. Cliffy was going on starting vacation. Oh, well, congrats, man. I hope you enjoy it. Happy Friday. Hopping on late. We're making sense version of Savage to the office today. Well, Keith, I'm glad you're able to jump in. Victus 2018 testers, $81. YSL Blue Electrique 60 ml at FragranceNet. So there you go, guys. GNPL3's 37% off code. Jonathan, what's going on, big dog? What's up, People's Champ? Tricky question here. Best hidden gem cheapie for the summer if you had to choose. Probably this, because nobody's talking about it really. I mean, I don't watch a lot of people, so some people could be talking about it, but I'm very much surprised by this one. It's my favorite in the line, Maritime Voyage by Tommy Bahama, the newest release. It has the starfruit note from Versace Minnow Fresh with some creaminess from an elemi resin, lemongrass. It's got this green citrus feel. Oh, it's beautiful. It's a beautiful fragrance right here. This is a nice little hidden cheapy gem right here. 4.2 ounce bottles, like $40. Something like that I paid at Fragrance Buy. Good stuff. I would have to say that. It's definitely my favorite from the line. Papa Smurf, what's going on, big dog? Rocking Elysium. Ganymede, yeah. Good weekend. Happy Father's Day wearing Coco Loco. You mean the Yellow Tree air freshener, according to the comment I just read a moment ago? People crack me up sometimes. It's been funny stuff today. Some of the comments I've been seeing today are quite funny. Zaharoff Starlight. What's your favorite fragrance with a plum note besides 1 Million Lucky? Definitely Sensual Obsessions clone of Bond No. 9 Andy Warhol. That's my favorite plum fragrance. It's amazing. It's plum and oud with some spices and amber and stuff like that. Keep on being you, Ross. I absolutely will, Joe. Absolutely will. I'm unapologetically myself. Appreciate you, man. Coco Rico smells like wet basement. Can't understand how people can like it. I've never even attempted to try that. JPG Coco Rico. I don't even know if I've heard of that. Let's look it up. Well, I don't want to close that window because I want to get those fragrances. So, Coco Rico, 2011 release. Bottle looks kind of stupid. Woody Gourmand, Spicy Sweet Earthy. Fig leaf, cocoa, patchouli, cedarwood, vetiver. Olivia Cresp. Similar, people are saying L'Instant de Guerlain. Okay. I've never tried it. I don't have any experience with it. I'd never really looked at it before. Seems polarizing. For sure. Definitely seems polarizing. This got signature rosé. Is Coco Loco similar in similar occasions or no? Clifton, I'll let you answer that. There you go. Exactly. Exactly. We were on the same page there. Plum and Cognac. I've heard that's great from Sense of Woods. I just haven't tried it. That is a really good cheapie. It's basically cheaper Mont Blanc Explorer. Smelled like Fierce. It was good. So this one smells like Fierce. It smells like Aquatic Fierce. This is the original. I have all of them right here because I'm planning on doing a line review. I have all 5 of them right here within arm's reach. I've been wearing this one the most recently. I wore this like twice to the gym in the last week. It smells like Fierce, but with violet leaf. Gives it an aquatic feel. Yep, that's the one that smells like Fierce. You Balm Ice. That is a good plum. I haven't worn that in a long time. I'm glad you brought that one up. I never tried that one. Finally made it to live. Been subscribed for 2 weeks, and I have to say, great content. Well, I appreciate you, Jamie. Unfortunately, we're shutting it down, but I'm glad you were able to at least make it for a little bit. Thank you and welcome, my man. Welcome. Rosé is my favorite too, Papa Smurf. It's my favorite too. Hey, I thought you were going to shut it down, LOL. I am literally right now. I finally caught up. And this is it. Dylan's is where we're stopping. Yo, Ross, you influenced me to get my blood work done for overall health, but primarily TRT. I should have the results by Monday. Well, man, I'll tell you what, it's very life-changing. You're going to feel a lot better. If you're feeling lethargic and all the symptoms that come with low testosterone, you'll see it in the blood work, and you probably need some work in other areas besides your testosterone levels, probably dealing with cholesterol and maybe your triglycerides. I don't know what your blood pressure is like. I don't know what your body weight percent, what your body weight look like and your body mass overall. But it's a big deal. It makes a huge difference, man. Huge enough as far as motivation to move around and start doing things to help yourself. No magical fix there. It's not a magical fix. You don't take a shot of testosterone and magically you're muscular and strong and sex drives through the roof and all these other things. It kind of kickstarts everything for you to get up and get after it, what it comes down to. So I'm rooting for you. Fingers crossed for you, man. So on that note, we are going to go ahead and shut it down. Hour and 36 minutes, a bit longer than we typically do, but I appreciate all of you for being here. Seriously. To the gentleman that asked for specifics on how much testosterone I'm running and everything, again, having a little fun with you with what I had to say, but I don't mind talking to you guys about most things. I'm pretty transparent and open book for the most part, but some things are just a little too personal. That's why I fired back with some goofy shit. Like, what about this with you? What about, you can't just ask strangers on the internet everything and expect them to just tell you everything, So keep that in mind, guys. Some personal things need to remain personal. It's just what it is. But I appreciate all of you being here. I hope you all have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for starting your weekend with me here in the live stream. Thank you to everybody that gave super chats. Welcome to the new members, Volcanus. Nice to finally have you as a member, my man. And make sure you check out today's video, guys. It was a fun one to make, and I'm not sure what we're going to do for tomorrow. We're going to do some content tonight for sure. Y'all have a great weekend, guys. Have a good one.